Hi. So I'm going to try the next segment of this parabolic curve, and it's something that I use in my domestic teaching of Westerly rulers or Westerly rulers using domestic machines. So I'm having a go on Mollie and see how we get on. So I'm using a Handi Quilter ruler, which has got 1/4 inch spacing. So I'm using the outside edge, but I'm using the 1/4 inch spacing. So I've got to use this because it's a special, it's a 1/4 inch thick, and you do not use even high shank rulers on a long arm quilting machine because it was expensive enough to buy, and I think Diane would kill me if I damaged it. So I've got this one. Now, what I'm doing is I've marked a 10-inch square, divided it into quadrants, and I am working one triangle at a time. Sometimes we do this exercise around a whole square, but I'm doing this as a block in separate triangles. So just see how that works. So what I do is I've got a shore start foot, which is a ruler foot, so it's deeper at the bottom so that it doesn't hop over the top of the ruler. And I've got the edge of the template against the edge of the foot, but at the top of where I want to work, I'm putting the 1/4 inch line on my reference line. So 1/4 inch spacing of the foot, 1/4 inch spacing here, and that will give me a 1/2 inch line. Now, the only thing I've found so far is, as I'm left-handed, I can hold the template with my left hand, no problem, and the on-off switch is on the right-hand side. So I'll do this first bit. I can't seem to talk and sew at the same time at the moment, so give me a minute. And stop. So I've done my first line. I'll get rid of those threads in a minute. Now, this second one, I can put the template behind, so the edge is against the edge of the foot, and on this side I want to be 1/4 inch away. Now, one of the things I've found already is that at the front, the ruler base doesn't extend as far as the block that I've drawn, so that's something for me to remember in future. Now, the start button is on the right handle, not the left. So at the moment, if I was doing this on a domestic machine, I would just switch hands. I would hold the ruler with my right hand and I would be moving the fabric with my left. So different mindset. I can switch my left hand across and hold the right handle because I need to operate the start button. So let's see how that works. Okay, a bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. Which way am I going? Where's my hand trying to go? But this is all good practice. So now I'm going to come across this way. So I'm going to put the template this side, and I want to be 1/4 inch away from that stitch line. So I can hold my left hand here and back with the right. Stop. I think I'm going the right way. Oh well, never mind. Maybe I'm making up my own pattern. Let's just get the technique and not worry about the pattern. One thing I've got to be careful with, because the ruler base obviously moves back as the machine moves back, I have to be careful that I don't tilt the ruler because there's no base here. So that's another thing I've got to be thinking about. So I actually think I've gone upside down with this pattern, but never mind. That looks a bit different, but never mind. I just want to see how I'm working out where my hands are going. So I stop on the stitch line, not on the reference line. So each of the lines should be getting smaller. Shorter rather, not smaller. Yeah, this pattern seems to look different. Okay, this is a variation. Yeah, I've got practice on this, but that's good. And with this exercise, you just keep going until you run out of space. So it's a fun one to do. It's actually good for me because I know how I should be doing it, and I'm learning new muscle memory. And that's definitely the harder one for me to do, is coming back where I've got to switch hands. So that's again something for me to be aware of. Okay, that is a completely different pattern. Never mind. Right, and I'll just move off so you can see what I've been doing, because hopefully the light will be better now. So I'm going to work in each of these segments, and it will be interesting to see. I'll just clip that off. So yeah, it's not quite what I wanted, but I'm getting used to the technique. I'm getting used to where I put my feet, my hands, where I've got to move myself, move my body to be able to do this. And if I show you one of the issues that I've already realised is the space here at the front. When I'm trying to work the ruler coming this way, I've only got that amount of ruler base before it disappears. So if I'm trying to do a long line coming this way, before too long I run out of space. So that's something for me to think about, that I've got more space at the back. So should I be working that way?